Alrighty, we are going live with the Ultimate Framework Masterclass. So this is going to be teaching you how to automate your digital product sales and so much more. So I'm really excited to turn this over to Destiny. I'm going to hop off and be monitoring the comments. Make sure that you go and share your allow StreamYard to share your information if you are here live. And we will go ahead and jump in. You can drop your questions in the comments as we go. Here we go.
All right. Well, thank you, Jen, and thanks for everything that you've done this week in the summit. I really appreciate it. I'll let you jump in anytime anybody has questions. This is a very interactive presentation, so I want to make sure that all of your questions get answered. And I'm going to be talking about the ultimate framework to sell your digital products on automation. Now, my business, and I'll talk about this as we go through here because I'm going to give you some very specific examples from my business and how this works. But my business primarily runs on what we call automated or evergreen sales funnels. Once a year, I'll do a live event like what you're doing now or what you've been involved in the summit. But primarily, it runs on automation. And I'm going to walk you through several different examples of those today and how that's working for me. So I'm going to jump right in here. So most of you probably know me or have seen me throughout the week during the summit, but I'm a college marketing professor turned online entrepreneur. And I'm a former Facebook and Instagram ads consultant, and I'm going to talk to you or tell you a little bit of story about that in just a second. I'm also the host of the Course Creators MBA podcast. So if you love podcasts, definitely subscribe to this one. You will love all of the entrepreneur stories that we have coming on the podcast. I always invite people who have online courses or memberships in their business, and they tell the stories about how they got started, what they're doing in their business with their online courses and memberships, and kind of what they have planned for the future. So super interesting stories there. I'm also an Amazon best-selling author and host of the Scale Your Business Summit. I'm also creator of the One-Click MBA membership, and I'm going to be telling you a little bit more about that at the end here. And you can find me on all the social media platforms at Destiny Cobb. So let me tell you a little story and why I focus on digital products in my business. So a few years ago, I was on vacation at Watercolor, Florida with my family. And if you've ever been down to Watercolor, Florida area, it's near Seaside. It's about 30 minutes from Destin, kind of near the Rosemary Beach area too, off of 30A. And the water literally looks like this, like what I have on my screen here. And I was doing some work with a client. So that's when I was a Facebook and Instagram ads consultant. And his ad campaign was not performing as well as he liked. So surprise, surprise, we were having issues with our Facebook and Instagram ad campaign. And I was responsible for it, right? And I felt a high responsibility for it. I'd helped him with that particular campaign. And, things happened with that. And my family was ready to go to the beach, and I could not go with them. I had to stay back and worked on this. And we had planned this vacation for over 6 months, spent a ton of money, quite frankly, too, on this vacation. And when I got home from that vacation, I said, never again. I am never going to do that again. The reason why I started my online business was for freedom and flexibility. And I felt like I didn't have that. I felt like when, me working with all of these clients and working on their Facebook and Instagram ads campaigns, I felt like I had, quite frankly, 20 bosses, not just one that I had in my 9 to 5. And it was not the business that I wanted to continue in. And at that point in time, I did basically a 360, or is that a 180? But I completely changed my business model. And that's when I moved into primarily selling digital products as my main revenue stream with automated sales funnels. And we're going to delve into all of this today. So basically what I do now, I strictly focus on what you call passive income. Now, nothing's completely passive, and you're gonna realize that as we go through this today. But passive income, digital product revenue, that's primarily the main portion of my business. And then I do about 10% kind of marketing consulting type services. So I do a little bit of it, but it's not like it was in the past here. Oops, I went the wrong way here. So you are in the right place if you want to sell digital products on automation. So when I'm talking about digital products, I'm talking about a wide range of digital products. So you're probably familiar with online courses, but there's a lot of different types of online courses that you can build, which I'm sure if you watched any of those presentations, you learned about, it could be a kind of a mini course, a tiny offer. Some people call them tripwires too. You can position them as tripwires all the way up to like a signature type program. A membership would also be considered a digital product. If you sell templates, swipe files in your business, those are also digital products. You're also in the right place if you're a freelancer, a service provider, or even a coach, and you are busy serving clients and you want additional revenue stream in your business. Also, you're in the right place if you are willing to put in the work to set this up, to set up your automated or evergreen sales funnel. They do take work to set them up, and you can somewhat set them, but you can't forget about them. And we're going to talk about that too as we go through the information today. So here's what I'm going to cover during this masterclass. I'm going to give you some specific examples of automated sales funnels in my business, in the ones that that are working for me, but I'm also going to walk you through the best one to start with. So if you're just starting out with these automated sales funnels, I'm going to walk you through the best one to start with. We're going to talk about the essential tools that are needed to set up your automated sales funnels. But also just as important, we're going to be talking about the traffic strategies that you need to get eyeballs on the funnel. You can have the best online course, the best offer out there, the best funnel set up, but if nobody knows that you exist, then they're not going to find out about you. And that's also one of the reasons why I placed a huge emphasis in the summit in getting a wide range of speakers in here to talk about different types of traffic strategies. But I'm going to go into some that have worked very well for me in my own business today. So if you hang out to the end, I will have an exclusive bonus for all of the action takers. So don't leave, stay to the end, and I have a ton of great information for you. Okay, one clarification that I want to mention here. We talked about it just a little bit just a second ago, but today we're going to be talking about automated sales funnels. So basically what this means is this is a funnel that brings in leads and revenue on autopilot. So somebody finds out about you, they sign up for something that you have, and they go through an automated sequence. So you're not touching any of this, right? You're out there maybe even still busy serving your clients or whatever, but all of this is going on in the back end of your business, and you can get purchases, you can get leads, and we're going to talk about that sales funnel versus a live launch. So what I have done this week with the summit, this would be considered a live launch, right? I'm here with you live. We've been here, Jen and I have been here all week with you live in the Facebook group, in the opening call, the closing call, the co-working sessions, the speaker panel. So it's been a huge live event. A live webinar would also be a live launch. A live 5-day challenge would also be a live launch. And there's a lot of different ones that you can do. But what we're talking about in this presentation today, which I'm a huge fan of, obviously, is an automated type sales funnel. So I just wanted to make that clarification. So I want you to tell me in the comments, do you have a sales funnel set up in your business? So there's not any right or wrong answer here. So let us know if you do. I am looking at some of the comments here. So yes, so some people are saying, yes, they do have that set up. So let's talk about some of these. So I'm going to give you some examples of automated sales funnels and the best ones to start with. And all of these are from my own business. I have all of these set up in my business today, or I've used them in the past. And the first one that I want to mention is what I call a course marketplace funnel. Now, this is a funnel that I set up. I think I set it up in October of last year. And when I found out about this opportunity, when they approached me on this, I looked at it and I was like, I don't know if it's going to work or not. Because a lot of course marketplaces like Udemy would be a course marketplace. You give them all of your course content and they host it on their platform. But most importantly, they own the customer. And I wasn't willing to do that model with my content and with my courses. But what I liked about this particular one, and there's others out there, if you're in a different type of niche, there's others out there. But what I like about this particular course marketplace funnel is that they purchase on AppSumo, and we have some integrations there, but I own the customer, right? They go into my own online course platform. They're added to my email list, and I can upsell them in the future. So basically how this works, on AppSumo, if you go to their marketplace and search for Course in a Box, you will definitely see my program there. It's one of my flagship programs. I've been selling it for a long time. I've had a lot of students in this. So you search for Course in a Box on AppSumo. They purchase on AppSumo. So AppSumo is actually capturing their credit card information and they're purchasing there. There's integrations between AppSumo and my online course platform. So they get added to my online course platform. I actually use Kajabi, so they're added to Kajabi. And then from there, they're added to my email list. They're tagged as a Course in a Box purchaser on my email list. And that's when I start my welcome onboarding sequence for Course in a Box. And then later on, I do some upsells there. But that's how that works. I'll just look at some comments. I just want to make sure I'm answering any of the questions. I do have some students here. So somebody says, I'm a student of Course in a Box. It's an excellent product. What is AppSumo's commission? So that is a great question. Depending on whether they come in through my own affiliate link or theirs. I don't remember exactly what the breakout, they've changed it recently. I want to say if they come in through my affiliate link, I get 95% commission, which is huge, right? And if they come in through Course in a Box, I want to say it's 50%, but I need to go back and look at it because they just changed their terms there. But that is an excellent question. So let me say, I just want to make sure I'm getting all of this. One person said, I'm selling cooking classes. Do I need one? Yes, you will need a sales funnel in your business no matter what you're selling. So if you're selling cooking classes, this is going to be a perfect training class for you today. I'm trying. Jen, if I missed any important question, if you could just let me know. I try to there's a lot that are coming through, so I just want to make sure I didn't miss any. So that's the Course in a Box one. Again, I really like this particular course marketplace, and there's others that I'm not a big fan of. So keep that in mind if you're researching possible course marketplaces to put your program on. The key thing to keep in mind there is that you want that customer in your world, right? You want them in your own online course. You want the customer information so you can upsell them in the future, right? The revenue that I'm getting from AppSumo is great, right? But it's not, I wouldn't say it's life-changing or anything like that. So, but the fact that I can upsell them into my other products and services and my membership, which would be my flagship product, that is a huge deal to me. So here is my book funnel. So earlier this year, I launched I was going to say a course. It's not a course. I launched a book on Amazon. So I self-published a book on Amazon. I actually brought my book launch coach into the summit to speak. So it was Dr. Emmy Estacio. She was my book launch coach. She is absolutely fantastic. If you didn't watch her presentation, hopefully you got the Scale Power Pack so you can go back and watch it. But here is how this particular funnel works. And again, here, just like the AppSumo Marketplace, you're using other people's audiences to get leads into your business, right? So with Amazon here, so they're searching for whatever topic they're searching for on Amazon related to online courses. They run across my book. They purchase it on Amazon, and then from there, inside that book, and I make it very clear in the Amazon description there, but inside that book, there is a free mini course offer that accompanies the book. So from there, it's called my launch course. From there, they sign up for that mini course. And then they're added to my email list. I tag them as a launch sign up, and then I start my onboarding welcome sequence. It was very simple to set up this particular mini course that I have. It's actually an audio version of the book. So it fits very nicely there. And I also have some additional resources there. I have a workbook and some other resources there. So it is a great lead magnet. I have leads coming into my business every single day from this book funnel. Now, a mistake that a lot of people make with book funnels, that if you're considering a book, I don't want you to make this mistake, is make sure you have some type of lead magnet in your book so you can actually get them on your email list. So that's something that I did from the very beginning that has made a huge difference in my in my book funnel here. Now, I'm getting revenue too from Amazon, so that's a huge plus. But most importantly, I'm getting leads from other people's audiences that are coming into my world. I'm just going to check over here and make sure I'm not missing anything. I think there's definitely some questions coming in, but Jen, you'll let me know if I'm missing anything. Now, this is the virtual summit funnel. Now, this is a live funnel, right? But I'm going to be evergreening this summit, which is one of the reasons why I'm bringing up here. So Jen, who's helping us with the summit this week, and I brought her in as a speaker, this is her area of expertise. So she helps people evergreen virtual summits. And what I like about this is because you spend a ton of time, right? I've spent the past 3 months working on this virtual summit, finding the speakers, onboarding the speakers, getting their information, setting up everything. It was a ton of work. So I don't want to lose all of that work that I've done. So I'm going to evergreen the summit and put it in an automated sales funnel. So if somebody's watching this at some point in the future, very likely they're watching this specific recorded presentation that we recorded live in the summit. But the same thing here. So somebody comes in from a variety of sources, right? They come into the summit registration page. On that thank you page, we had that Scale Power Pack Tripwire, okay? Many of you purchased this. So it gave you the opportunity, if you purchased it, right, you got immediate access to all of the speaker presentations, all of their bonuses. So that was in that Scale Power Pack. And then from there, no matter whether you purchase the Scale Power Pack or not, you are added to my email list. You are tagged as a summit attendee, and then you are immediately sent out a welcome email. Okay. And then from there, over the course of this week, right, you've gotten your summit emails. So that is a virtual summit funnel that you can evergreen. couple questions. I'm going to go ahead and answer some of these because I think they're relevant to what we've just covered. So Martin says, does Amazon not give you the purchaser email? No, they do not. So you will need to make sure that you have a lead magnet in your book to get them on your email list. So that's something that a lot of people miss. So you do not get that information. Amazon owns that customer. So you need to have a compelling lead magnet to get them into your world. Somebody said, repeat that. How do I use other people's audiences? So I'll give you a couple examples here. So with my book funnel, right? People are coming to Amazon and they're searching on Amazon. They're a customer of Amazon, right? So they're not in my audience yet. They don't even know about me. So you're using Amazon. Same thing for AppSumo. They're coming to AppSumo and they're searching for a solution. They might not even know about me. So they're in Amazon or AppSumo's world, not in my world. So you're using those audiences to get people into your world. Same thing for a virtual summit, quite frankly. So a lot of you, I know, you came from somebody else's audience, or you found out about this summit from somebody else's audience. We had wonderful speakers in the summit. They actively promoted the summit, and they basically, emailed their list, or they posted on social media and said, I'm speaking at the summit. I think you'd be interested in, and you raised your hand and said, yes, I'm interested in it. So you signed up and got your free ticket. So that's what I mean when I'm talking about that you're using other people's audiences. I'm going to keep going here and keep moving along. Okay. So here's another sales funnel that I have in my business, and this is for my Scale mini course. Now, this is the free gift that I had as a lead magnet for me for the summit. So all the speakers have free gifts that you can take advantage of. This was mine. And I know people are going through it because I've gotten several different emails about it. People were actually going through that Scale mini course. So this particular Scale mini course contains a Google Sheet for a business plan for help you scaling your business with digital product revenue. I have training in it. I have a Google Sheet. I have a lot of information in the Scale mini course. So people go to the mini course, they sign up. I have a thank you page, and then they're added to my email list. They're tagged as a Scale student in my ConvertKit, which is my email service provider. They're giving access to the course in Kajabi. They're sent a welcome email, and then I have some other nurture emails that are delivered after that. Now, in the Scale mini course, I also promote my membership. So throughout that membership, there are references to my one-click MBA membership, and also in the nurture emails that are sent out. And students that go through the Scale mini course are given the opportunity to join my one-click MBA membership if that's something that they're interested in. I'm a huge fan of mini courses as lead magnets, as tripwires, because they work very, very well. And mini courses work well for my audience because my audience, obviously, they're used to them. They love it. They love learning. So it works. This one works very well for me. And Megan says she's excited to start the mini course. I hope you like it. I hope you like it. Okay, so if you are just starting out and you're like, where do I start? I love all the sales funnels that you have, but there might be a little bit more advanced from where you are right now. So if you are just starting out, I want you to start with this. It's a simple lead magnet funnel. So basically what you're going to do on maybe your Instagram social media account or your Facebook page or your Facebook account, you're going to have a link that's going to send somebody to your lead magnet registration page. Okay. This lead magnet can be something super, super simple to start out with. It can be a workbook, a cheat sheet, a checklist, some type of video, maybe with accompanying workbook. Super, super simple. After they sign up for the lead magnet that you have, you're going to have a thank you page. And basically on that thank you page, it can be as simple as, Thank you for signing up. I want you to go check your email. I'm delivering your free gift to your email. Thank you so much for, signing up, and here's what you want them to do next. Maybe it's, go follow me on Instagram or whatever that is. From there, you're going to add them to your email list. You're going to tag them in your email service provider with whatever the name of your lead magnet is, so you know how they found out about you and what they're signing up for. So you want to track all of that in your email service provider. If you're looking for a presentation to go watch today, which goes into details about automations in email service providers and tagging and how all that works, check out Aaliyah's summit presentation. She does a great job. She goes into a lot of detail about all of that. And then from there, you're going to start your welcome sequence. And then you can have nurture sequence in there. You can promote any services. So if you don't have a digital product right now to sell, promote your services. You want these people to get used to you selling them something. It's okay to start selling them something. So somebody says, I want to do a mini cooking course. I love that. Love that. Okay. And then take it to the next step. So you're going to start out with a very, very basic lead magnet. And then once you have your digital product in here, I want you to add it as a tripwire. So basically somebody comes and they sign up for your lead magnet registration page, right? Wherever they find you. Maybe you spoke on a podcast and you gave them a link for your free gift, or they found you on Instagram, or they did a Google search or whatever. So they come to your lead magnet registration page. And then on the next page, you're going to replace that thank you page with your Tripwire sales page for a mini course or whatever type of digital product you're selling. It could be simple as a checklist or swipe files, let's just say. So whatever you're selling, you're going to sell them that. And then if they purchase, you're going to, get their information. You're going to tag them to in your email service provider as a student or whatever your lead, whatever you're calling your course. You're going to give them access to your course in your online course platform. And then you're going to continue there with your nurture sequence. So start with a very, very basic lead magnet and the thank you page. Once you create your digital product, and it could be simple as a mini course, I want you to turn that into a tripwire. So you're going to make a sales page for it, switch out that thank you page, and then you're going to offer them that. Now, there is a presentation. So for those of you who got the Scale Power Pack, check out Eden Free's presentation where she goes into detail about tripwires and getting instant customers from that. But I'm a huge, huge fan of tripwires and that instant customers after somebody signs up for your free lead magnet. So that's where I want you to start. So here's what I want you to do. If you are ready to scale your business with digital products, I want you to drop your answer in the chat. There's no right or wrong answer here. I just want you to know. So you can type yes if you are ready to get started, or you can type no if you feel like you need more time to get ready. Again, there's no right or wrong answers here. So go ahead and do that. So I'm seeing a lot of yeses there, so that's good. I love digital products. I get so excited about them. I've been working with online courses since 2005, back in the Stone Age. So I'm a huge fan of them. So I'm going to keep moving on just to keep us moving along in here. I'm keeping an eye on the time. The next section, we're going to be talking about the tools that are needed for your automated sales funnels and some suggestions to consider. And I'll talk about the ones that I use in my business. So here's what you need. So thinking back to how we set up those funnels, you need a landing page builder. And I really, really, really want you to use a landing page builder that is where they have templates that are proven to convert. So when I worked with clients on their Facebook and Instagram ads, we use landing page builders, and I'll tell you why. Though they do a ton of testing on those. So let's just say lead pages, for example. Let's just say you go in there and you are creating a sales page or just a checklist, if you would, for your lead magnet. They have templates in there that they have tested with thousands and thousands and thousands of impressions, and they know exactly what converts and what doesn't. So they have modified those templates to make sure that you will get the highest conversion on your landing page. So even people that I've worked with that their content really needed a little bit more tweaking in terms of the messaging or what have you, they were still able to get a pretty high conversion rate on their landing page, even when they were just starting out and kind of doing some of it themselves, because they used a landing page builder that had some really high converting templates in there. You also need an email service provider that handles automations and tags. You're not going to be able to set up one of these automated sales funnels appropriately in the right way if you don't have the tools in your email service provider so that it can do that job for you. Now, for delivering online courses and memberships, you will need an online course platform. Now, if you're just starting out and maybe you're doing some templates and swipe files, you can just deliver those via email, right? You don't have to put something like that in an online course platform. But if you're going to have, training videos and, a pretty comprehensive type mini course or online course, you are going to need a place to house that information and a payment processor, because you want to make sure that you get paid. So just to kind of remind you all of this, so we're talking about the landing page builder, which would be for your registration page. You would also use something like that for a sales page. You would need something to actually collect payment, some type of online course platform, and then of course something to deliver your emails and your automations and do your tags in there. So that kind of gives you a visual of what we just talked about. So I know we have some questions in here, so I'm actually going to answer those here. So here are some options to consider for some of these tools. So for a landing page builder, obviously, and I have highlighted here what I'm using. It doesn't mean that it's the best recommendation for everybody, but I'm using Kajabi. You can also use something like Samcart or Lead Pages. I'm a huge fan of Lead Pages for people who are just starting out. It has a fairly low price point. It has worked well for a lot of different landing pages and sales pages that I've done over the years. So I think it's a really, really good option for folks. In terms of an email service provider, again, there's several different options out there for you. I use ConvertKit. Active Campaign works very well for a lot of folks. Drip, and I'm sure that people that are watching here, they have some suggestions for you too. So I'll definitely let them throw those suggestions in the comments. So if you have any suggestions for the tools that you're using or that you love, if you have an email service provider that you absolutely love that does automations and tags, put them in the course comments here. Now, in terms of an online course platform, so all of you know that I use Kajabi. I think a lot of you probably, if you've signed up for any of my products, you probably know that. I like that. It is a little bit more of a higher price point. So if you are just starting out, there's tons of other options for you that, quite frankly, get the job done just as well. Podia is one that I've worked with clients on. I know that Jodie, who's going to be joining us a little bit later here, she actually uses Podia in her business and loves it. Teachable is another one that I've used with clients. Thinkovic is one that I think is really reasonably priced, that works well and gets the job done. And you can also use Samcart there. Now, in terms of your payment processor, a lot of times this is often integrated in with your online course platform, so you don't have to purchase it separately if you would. So if you have an online course platform, you can, have people go there and they can purchase your course and you're good to go. Now, let's just say that your digital product is like a template or swipe file. You don't have an online course platform. You can use something like a Samcart, right, to deliver that and to get payment from them. So LearnDash is on your WordPress site. Love ConvertKit. I'm just reading some of the comments here. Constant Contact. Sue says that she uses Constant Contact. MailerLite has landing pages and email automations and tags for $15 a month to start with. Great support. That's a great recommendation here. Sue says that she uses Podia for her online course platform, and they're constantly adding new features since they're newer to the market. Jen said that she loves InCharge for her email marketing, so powerful. So a ton of great suggestions here. There's really no right or wrong solution. And I will say, I've been doing this for a long time. I've worked with a lot of different clients. Your success is not going to depend on whether you use Kajabi or if you use Podia or Teachable or Thinkovic. Your success is going to be based on your marketing. It's not going to be based on the tools that you're using, because all of these tools will work for you. Okay, so let me know in the comments below or the comments there, how do you feel about the tech side of putting together an automated sales funnel? And again, there's no right or wrong answer there. Some people are like, oh, I have no problems with tech. Some people are like, I need help. And the good news is, if you're at the end where you think you would need help to put all of the tech pieces together, there's a ton of VAs out there that are knowledgeable in all of those that I just talked about. They know Kajabi inside and out, or Podia inside and out, all of the email service providers. There's a lot of virtual assistants out there that would be more than happy to help you with the tech side. So if you don't feel comfortable with that, definitely search for a VA to help you with that. Somebody says they're using Flowdesk. I've actually heard of Flowdesk here recently, and I've heard really good things about it. So Brian said he's added 2. Well, Brian, you can definitely get a VA to help you. And quite frankly, I would spend your time on more important things and let them handle all of the tech stuff for you. Okay, so now let's move into traffic strategies. And I'm going to talk about some things I've been doing in my own business to bring people into my world, to get eyeballs on my stuff. But I'm also going to talk about my favorite organic or non-paid traffic strategies. So I'm going to strictly talk about organic and non-paid traffic strategies here. So when you are thinking about traffic strategies and looking at your funnel, basically what I'm talking about all of this. So basically, how do people find out about your whatever you're promoting? In this case, I have my Scale mini course registration page in this picture here. But how do people find out that I even have this to offer to them? So let's talk about some of the ways. So one is SEO, which is basically your organic search traffic. Now, I had several speakers this week that focused on helping you with SEO. And the reason why I did that is because it has been such a huge boost in my business. So over the years, I've placed a lot of emphasis in building up the SEO of my own website. And I did that through blogging, podcasting, and I also use Pinterest and Tailwind to help me with that. So a lot of times what happens now, I'm getting people that are finding out about me and my business and my offerings by simply doing a Google search. And if I hadn't taken, all that time to really build up the SEO of my own website, they wouldn't even know that I exist. So basically, they're doing a Google search, they're coming to my website, maybe they're going to a specific blog post on my website, and then from there, maybe I have the lead magnet embedded in the blog, or more likely it's on the top, kind of that top bar of my website, so they see it there, or maybe they see it through a pop-up on my website. But basically, they're seeing my lead magnet when they come to my website. And then from there, I have them going to a Tripwire sales page for a mini course. If they purchase, or no matter what, if they didn't purchase, if they're just signing up for my lead magnet, I'm starting the onboarding sequence. So SEO, I cannot stress this enough. I highly recommend that you spend some time building up your business. And your business is your website, right? That's your business. The next one is what I call free PR. Now, going back to the question that we had earlier about using other people's audiences, with PR, you are using other people's audiences, but I really think you get two benefits, or two main benefits with PR. It drives traffic to your funnel, right? You can direct people to your funnel, but also in addition to that, it builds authority. So it positions you as an authority figure in your industry. So some of the ways that I do this, and if you go to my website, I have the link down there. If you go there and check it out later, you can just click on the media on the top page of my website, and you will see a lot of the media opportunities that I've focused on and, quite frankly, pursued to get that traffic and that authority building in my business. So my favorite, hands down, I'll just go ahead and say my favorite, hands down, is guest podcasting. So I place a huge emphasis on that. I actually brought in several people to help us with that, or help the attendees with that in this summit. So Sarah was one of them, Sarah Penner. She has a huge Facebook group, a very, very valuable membership and Facebook group where people can network together, where podcasters can look for people that they want to be on their show, and for people who want to be a guest on other people's podcasts can network. And so basically they can find each other. So that is something. I'm a member in her membership, but I also do a lot of other kind of looking for other podcasts to be on. Speaking opportunities is another one. So like speaking at summits, or if you want to, find a conference, or just, anywhere where your ideal customer is, look for speaking opportunities. Guest blogging is another one, in written interviews. So if you go to my media page, you will see several of those there on very high authority websites, high traffic websites. So people are going to these websites, they're seeing that particular article, and then they're, coming basically and checking me out. Also quotes for high authority websites. So I'm on an email list where it's called Help a Reporter Out. And a lot of times reporters are looking for, can you give me a quote on this? Or can you do this? Or maybe they're doing a roundup. So a lot of times I'll just see something that applies to me, and I'll respond back to them and get in that roundup. So I've been in a lot of those. So basically, if you look at the picture here, so speaking opportunities, quotes, or blogging, podcasting, especially with podcasting, one of the things I want to mention is make sure that you have a very specific call to action in that podcast, whatever that call to action is. Maybe it's you want to give them your free gift. Maybe you want them to check out your own podcast, right? Because if they're a podcast listener on another one, they might be interested in subscribing to yours. But make sure you have a very specific call to action so that those people can, come into your world. In a lot of cases, what I would recommend is you direct them to a lead magnet, to your lead magnet registration page. So that would be a very specific call to action there. I am going to keep going here. So borrowed audiences. So I'm a huge fan of collaborations and what we call affiliate marketing. So let me just go into a little bit more detail about some of these that I have been involved in. One is virtual summits. So speaking at virtual summits or having other speakers at my own virtual summit. So basically how this works is you're a speaker at a particular summit. You would promote that summit to your audience. All the speakers would do the same. And then the thought is that everybody would benefit from all of the speakers coming together. And that's what happened in the summit that we had, right? We have over 35 speakers here. They promoted the event to their audience. I've promoted this event for, several weeks now. So everybody just gets a ton of exposure. So I would consider that a collaboration. The other thing that's part of that is affiliate marketing, right? So you can have other people be an affiliate for your course with the speakers here. If they brought in somebody and that person purchased the Scale Power Pack, I will pay them an affiliate commission on that particular sale. It's only fair, right? They're coming from their world. But same thing with your courses that you might have. You can go find somebody in your industry that would be perfect to sell your course. So basically you would say, do you want to be an affiliate? You would give them all of the marketing material to help them market your program. Don't make them come up with it yourself, but give them all the marketing material. And anybody that signed up through their affiliate link, you would pay them for it. So it is a great way to sell your online course and to get eyeballs on your offer. Joint Instagram and Facebook Lives. I've done those in the past, and they can work very well. So if you want to go find somebody who maybe has a Facebook group who has the same kind of audience that you have, you guys can do joint Facebook Lives and just, you can promote each other's offers in there. And that's another way to, borrow somebody else's audiences. Now, I've talked about a couple of these today that I've actually done in my business with AppSumo and Amazon. So in those cases, I am borrowing their audience. Now, I know a lot of people who sell digital products. I've never done this myself, but they use other platforms like Creative Market to sell their digital products. So I would brainstorm a little bit here to figure out ways that you can use other people's audiences, especially if you're just starting out. If you're just starting out, it is the best way to get your name out there. So build those relationships and take time to build those relationships, and that will help you in this regard. I'm just looking at the questions, and I'm assuming, Jen, you'll let me know if I'm missing anything. So tell me in the comments. I know you guys have been doing this for a while. Tell me in the comments, what is your favorite organic or non-paid traffic strategy? And I want to see them to blow. I want to see if I'm missing anything you guys are doing that I'm not doing today. Now I'm going to keep on going here. So one of the tips that I have is I want you to go through your sales funnel. So once you have set it up, I want you to go through it just like you would a new subscriber. And Megan said podcast. I agree. I love podcasting. And on your sales funnel, don't just set it and forget it. I want you to monitor the data on a monthly basis and tweak it as necessary. And actually, as I was building out this presentation for you guys this week, I'm like, I need to go back and review mine. I have a lot of different sales funnels in my business, and it's, it gets kind of crazy, right, when you have that many of them in your business. But you have to go back through them. You have to look at the data. You can't just set it and forget about it. Even though it's running on the back end in your business, you really have to monitor it on a regular basis, and you make any tweaks as necessary. So when I'm talking about monitoring your data, I'm talking about going into your email service provider, looking at your automated email sequences. Are people opening up your emails? Is there a particular email that they're not opening up? So if that's the case, you probably want to change the subject line of the email. So looking at things like that, are they clicking? Are they not clicking? And just looking at it and figure out what's working and what's not working there. Jennifer, who is a speaker in the summit, she has a great presentation. It's actually going on today about how to review your data, review your marketing data, and see if it's working or not, and what to do if it's not. So definitely check out her presentation. Cara says, have email as a question for automatic approval in Facebook group. I love that. Run a contest for current members for who invites the most people into the group in a certain time period. I love those tips for growing a Facebook group. That is a great tip. Thank you so much. I have a pop quiz for you, and I want you to answer or tell me your thoughts on what is the best way to scale your business. Is it an online course? Is it a membership? Is it a group coaching with an online course? Is it just a low-cost digital products like templates and swipe files that we've talked about today? Or could it be all of the above? So let me know what you guys think there. And I want to bring, while you guys are typing that in, I want to bring Jodie to join us here.
Hey.
Hey, Jodie, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? I've been listening. You've been giving a great presentation so far. So much information.
Well, thank you. Thank you. So, guys, I want you guys to meet Jodie. She is a freelancer turned service provider and an online course creator. She actually has a few different digital products in her business. She runs her online business as a part-time digital nomad. She's all over the place. So every time I talk to her, she's always at a different place. I'm like, where are you at today? So she has an online course. She has a group coaching program, and she's in the process of launching a membership. She's in my one-click MBA membership, and I've worked with Jodie for some time now. So Jodie, I just want to give you a chance to tell everybody a little bit more about your business. Tell them a little bit more about you.
First of all, I'm at an Airbnb on a farm, and I have that light that's coming in. I'm so sorry. Like there's this, I'm in a really small cabin, so you'll have to deal with the glare if you can see it. So I am, like she said, I'm a course creator, freelancer turned service provider, and I sell and help vacation rental owners who are struggling with booking direct, or they're struggling with getting a lot of traffic to their websites or to their, sometimes to their Airbnb sites. Typically, I try to convince them to get off of those platforms if they're not ready to do that already. And I've been working in this industry since 2015, right at the end of 2015, early 16. So I love it, and Destiny has been a huge part of that.
So tell everybody about what we're working on right now. So you have your group coaching program. I know you're making some tweaks to that. You have an Instagram online course, but you're launching a membership here shortly.
Yes, I am. So I have a couple of different things that I've been doing for a while. I do this group coaching program where I get, between 10 and 15 I say ladies, but typically there's one or two maybe guys in the course, the program, and it lasts about 8 weeks. And I go through an entire series of how to get traffic to their website. And it's, there's a lot of information in that. So I realized a while back, and probably in a conversation with you, Destiny, I realized that I was not following up with them to help them kind of go to the next level. So I was teaching this strategy, but then they were coming back and asking me these questions about, really specifics. So that's when I decided to do this membership. So the membership is more of kind of a tools-based thing. It's, how to set up their lead magnet, how to, use MailChimp. Most of these people would use MailChimp. That how to create a lead magnet, how to do all these things that are so important to the business part of it. So I'm launching that and I use Podia. So I'm launching that, actually going to start trying to sell it next week. And I'm very nervous. It's my first membership launch. So we'll see how it goes.
Well, I know you're going to do great because you definitely have all of your ducks in a row. And, one of the things I would say that makes, working with Jodie so nice is she asks questions, right? She always asks me questions. She'll text me or she'll email me or whatever and, say, what should I do here? Or I'm thinking about this. What should I do? And we can sit there and go back and forth and strategize about it.
And that is why you have been, I tell everybody, Destiny has made my business. You've made my business because of that feedback that I get. It's like, when you have this digital life, like I do, and so many of us do, and even if you're, talking with other people or you have clients, you don't have anybody to kind of be in your business corner. And that's what you've been to me, is helping me, really figure things out. Sometimes I think recently I sent you an example of some ideas for my lead magnet, and you gave me your feedback on that. So it's like having, it's like having you right here on my shoulder, helping me. And yeah, so that's, exciting that you've been such a big help in helping me figure out what to do with this.
And the reality is we all need that, no matter, and you came from a marketing background, so you're a very strong marketer, but all of us, we need somebody where we can bounce ideas off of and get feedback. And, everybody just needs it.
That's exactly right. And that's what, I invest in. I've invested in multiple courses over the course of my business, and I'm a marketer. But, for example, right now I'm taking a Facebook course because I really just believe in that investment in learning, not just learning a skill, but really learning it again and again, because there's so many changes. So that's, I tell people all the time that I'm a marketer, and even marketers don't always know the right thing to do, the right answer. So.
Well, thank you, Jodie. Thanks for sharing everything that you're doing. And I wish, all of us wish you the best on your membership launch.
Thank you so much. I'm excited and nervous, and I'm sure I will be texting you between now and then about 100 times or emailing. I'm trying to get better about how often I text you because you're so gracious with your time. Anyway, thank you.
Well, thanks. I'll let you get back to your Airbnb there.
Bye.
If you guys are interested in having somebody like the relationship that Jodie and I have, I want to invite you inside of my One Click MBA membership. I'm going to give you a little bit more details about how it works and what exactly we do in the membership. The one thing that I love doing is the bi-monthly coaching call. So twice a month we get on Zoom, and I want to do it in Zoom rather than like a Facebook group, because I like for us to share screens. A lot of times I'll review sales pages or, email sequences or what have you, and we'll just really dig into the details of your business. So twice a month we do a bi-monthly group coaching call. If you want extra accountability, which a lot of people do, I can definitely help with that there. I also have personalized coaching that's associated with this. And I think this is, to me, One of the biggest benefits of the membership, and you can kind of see how Jodie's been using it. So if you just have a really quick question, you're working on a lead magnet, or you're going through a launch like what she is, and you just need some support, you can text me or email me, and I'll get back with you within 24 hours during the business week. A lot of times, the reason why I added this in the membership, a lot of times you just have questions, right, in between the group coaching calls, or maybe you have a personalized question that you don't feel comfortable asking in a group coaching call. So that's why I added this into the membership, and it's been working out extremely, extremely well. Also in the membership, I launch a monthly, what we call a toolbox, and really it's just training for that particular month. I've showed you a couple of things of what's already in the membership. So there's already toolboxes in there. We have our 14-day new product challenge. So if you want to launch a new course within 14 days, we can walk you through that. The pitch toolbox is already in there. I'm a huge fan of pitching other people to be a guest on their podcast, or whatever you want to pitch them for. I have some things that are coming soon, so they're not in there now, but they will be coming soon. And these are just a few examples. We have a ton of stuff in there already, but it's really bite-sized training. 10, 15 minutes training might include some templates and swipe files. So that's in the monthly toolbox. I have some bonuses that are included in the membership. So if you sign up for the membership, you also get access to my Course in a Box program. This is my kind of flagship program, if you would, to help somebody create their first mini course. This is what I'm also selling on AppSumo, so you can get it inside of the membership. My Magic Attraction course is also included in here, and I really help people put together their lead magnet for their online course so they can grow their email list with action takers and not freebie seekers, because we don't want people who just want free stuff. So those bonuses are also included in the membership. I do have a fast action bonus, which is all of the digital products that I offer today. So if you go to my shop on my website, you will get access to all of them. The ad copy toolbox, the ad starter kit, the ultimate launch bundle, which includes a lot of templates and swipe files for launching your course, and my social media toolkit. So that is the fast action bonus for people who sign up by close of business tomorrow. Okay, close of business tomorrow, because I'm going to keep all of the summit, the day 4 summit stuff up until tomorrow, and we'll keep all of the summit information up so you can see it. So by close of business tomorrow. This is the price of the membership. So extremely, extremely affordable. We do it on a quarterly basis. So it would be $295 today, and then $295 quarterly, which comes out to only $99 a month. And of course, I do have the annual option if you want to save a little bit money, but it's only $295 today, and then $295 quarterly. And you get everything that's listed here. We talked about it. The monthly toolbox. We do the bi-monthly live group coaching, very similar to what we've done in the summit this week with the co-working session. So we just get on via Zoom. You can share screens or do whatever there. The personalized coaching, which is a lot of what Jodie just talked about, and how we can interact and how I can help you with your business there. Accountability support. Some people want this, some people don't. If you are looking for more accountability support, at the beginning every week, we'll contact you, send you an email, say, this is what you said you were going to get done last week. Did you get it done? Where do you need assistance and where do you need help? So we have that set up in the program too. And then, of course, I also deliver stuff via private audio feed. Very similar to what we've done in the summit, with the speaker presentations being delivered via your podcast platform. I also deliver content via the private audio feed. So let me just throw in the link, or Jen, if you can throw in the link just to let people know where they can go get more information. I'm going to make sure, I'm going to stop there, Jen, and see if we have any other questions. If you could let me know what questions that we have. So Sue says, I'm right behind Jodie in my online journey. I've been asked to start a membership similar to that as an online educator. But what I really don't know is what that would look like. Is it ongoing, or is it a finite membership? And then you can open it up to a new group and start again. So Sue, I think there's a lot of different ways you can set that up. And it really just depends on your audience needs and what they, what you want to deliver with them. I know a little bit about your business, right? I don't know a ton about it, but I know a little bit. But I believe you help people with email marketing. But I don't know if that's setting up their email marketing and like constant contact, I believe is what you do. So it could be that they just need tools like an ongoing membership and tech videos on how to keep up with all the changes with some of these email service providers. So that's one option. One way you could set that up. Obviously, you don't want to survey your audience to get more details about that. Another thing, and I don't know if you do this or not, but I know a lot of people are looking for templates and swipe files for email marketing to help them in that regard. So in something like that, that could just be an ongoing membership. So every month they get some templates and swipe files to help them with their email marketing. And that could be possibly a really good fit for your audience. So something to think about there. We'll make sure, Jen, if you could let me know, did I miss any questions, or do I need to answer any more questions here? There's a lot in here and I'm not sure. Okay, I think that's everything we got. Well, if anybody has any questions, on the sales page for the membership, there is a little button at the bottom where you can email me. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions that you have. The other place you can email me is just respond to some of the summit emails, and I'll be more than happy to answer those questions too. And I want to thank everybody for their time today. And thank you, Jodie, and thank you, Jen, for helping me here. Thanks, everybody.